Hey, what's up, Wayfinders? We're back with another episode of the Weekend Grind. Because the weekdays were so much fun grinding out your day-to-day job, don't you just want to come back and do it all again? As much as I would love to sit here and work on a train, you're going to have to wait, buddy. Nope. We are going down to the mines, and we are going to grind it out. This is the Weekend Grind. But I need to find a place to toss all my crap in a half, because my whiff went and organized like a goofball. She did. But that's okay. We love her anyway. She's adorable in her goofiness. Oh my gourd. We are almost out of food. So the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and hop the nether back to main base. It's not my fault. You were too lazy to add signs to the barrels. It's not the signs to the barrels anymore. It's the fact that they're barrels. Why would you do barrels and not double chests on their side? The double chests would take up exactly as much space as the barrels. Like I said, she's adorable and we love her. Because you didn't have enough of those things to need double chests. SLAYP. Except now it's a me problem. Also, you already had some barrels made and you're so... I had some barrels made because barrels come in packs. And since I needed a barrel for the mining device, I made a pack. That should be close. I was using what you had before making stuff. Well, don't you look goofy now? No, you do. It's your... Fine. I'm going to rip up your entire organizational structure. Das ist what's going to happen. Whoop. There's the hick-me-ups. Oh my god, that eyesore. Because I am the king of procrastination, I will fix you. Okay, so she hasn't worked on it at all. That's okay. See if I ever organize for you again when all you do is complain. Like when I cook for you and you are like, really this. What was that, sweetheart of mine? I think she's talking about how much she hates playing Minecraft. Wait, no, I need to be over there. What am I doing? See, this is the joy of having my wife be mad at me in chat. Because her options are shout at me downstairs, in which case she'll, get the cathartic release of shouting. But 32 golden carrots for 4 diamonds. Ugh. It's so expensive. Or the lava drip, the rocket shack. So it looks like our metal shop would go right about here. And I kind of want it to be like a tall, like a sluicing tower. Like an old mining sluicing tower. That would be cool. What are your prices for rockets? What are the prices? 1 diamond for 2 stacks. I know I've got rockets at home, but it's a diamond for 2 stacks. Like, you don't get prices like that every day. Those are the prices you take when you've got them. The Get Lit Torch Shop. 1 diamond for 3 stacks. Poker's gonna bankrupt me with his prices. It's like the Steam summer sale, except it's always happening. What was I? Right! Her options are yell at me from upstairs, which is cathartic and feels nice because she's actually yelling at me, or type it in chat, in which case she can't actually yell because chat doesn't really have a yell function. I have to read it out, although all of you can come back and watch it. It's just... it amuses me. You are not barred from downstairs. You don't have to say that. Although, I am now realizing I don't have chat on the screen, which is fine. It's fine. It just means that nobody will be able to see it. Let's see. Do I want the light green? I could be super wasteful with my rockets now. I'm so happy. It was not light green. But if we're gonna be here, let's be here, right?
Hi, everyone.
Hello, child of mine. How art thou?
Isn't the monkey inside of these jars?
I don't think there's a monkey inside of those jars.
She's had a bend day. This is the bendy monkey. So,
What's all this then? Wait, oh no. The lunatic actually went and did it. He put an elevator from the boiler floor to... Oh, man. So, what if I do that? Oopsie. She said she wanted to say hi to everyone. I told her she could, but she had to come back up afterwards. He made 2. And so many chests. So much stuff. Look at how much space he has for organizing his stuff. So much room to place and expand, and he left his diamonds right there. How kind of him. I'm not gonna lie, baby. I thought you were sending her down to bring me a message from you. Copper is so close to the end. It's ridiculous. Oh, I need to set up my pillows because my back. My old man back. Alright. So we got some rockets, we got some food, which was the more important thing that we needed to got. You still need to talk to me about... I just said what I wanted it to look like! You were downstairs, I can't hear you. You're obviously watching the stream! Jeez! Fill up my sward. Fill up my pick. Thank you. Let's fill that up. I was watching it with no volume, so it didn't interrupt Dottie watching Castle in the Sky. Yeah, but nobody likes Castle in the Sky. I'm waiting for all the angry Ghibli fans to just come annihilate me. I can feel all of you just staring at me. And don't worry, Castle in the Sky is not my least favorite Ghibli movie. Spirited Away is. I feel your anger. I feel your hate. My problems with Spirited Away is mainly how fast it is because that plot... Hold on. I am telling you, it is. I wish the plot was a little slower. I feel like that's what the movie really needs, to slow the heck down just a little bit. Okay. Back to the mines! Bum, 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 ba-da-bum, bum, bum. I do, and so does Dottie, though it isn't my favorite Ghibli movie. Shoom! Maybe I should make a little 2x2 elevator. Because heck me, this is... Ba-da-ba-da, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-da, ba-da. Wait, is this 6 deep? 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, it's 5 deep. Bum. Part of me wishes I had played Donkey Kong Country 1 just because I have heard that DKC 2 is so much better as far as music is concerned, but I can't say that it's definitively better because I've never played DKC 1. And for those wondering, this is all prep work to set up the mining. A 5x5x15 area cleared out. Which isn't so bad. It's not bad. Oh, heck me.
What's not bad?
A wild copper has joined also. Nice job on the second Vader.
Nice job on the what?
The second Vader.
Second Vader.
Elevator.
Ah, thank you.
Although I hate that it is one level too short.
What do you mean?
You've got the wood floors from the house.
Oh, it's one level too short because that's what the level was outside. Before I expanded the house.
All I would say is move your chest that is currently making like a wall and then add some stairs and you'll be golden.
Well, I've got some plans for what I'm going to do over there. I definitely am going to tidy up because I actually harvested a bunch of that green wood from the
That is
nether.
Copper's freaking catchphrase this season.
What?
I want to remind everyone before I say this. I want to remind everyone that Copper almost never showed up on the Bedrock server. Like, ever. But on this server, his catchphrase is absolutely, I've got some plans.
Listen, there's a lot to do here. I like OG.
The game is actually fun.
OG Minecraft is fun. I appreciate what it is, but it adds some things that I wanted it didn't have some things that I wanted that Create Mod really just makes.
I'm telling you, you got to go back to the Yogscast and watch their videos on Buildcraft and Industrial Craft. You'll be texting me within the hour begging me to download it.
Okay, good sir. I have some good news, well, semi-good news, and some bad news. Which would you like first?
The good news is you've got a house. The bad news is it's 2 states away.
No, that is not either of the newses.
The good news is you got a new job. The bad news is you're now
would that be
working.
good news? I have a pretty decent job.
Hold
right
on.
now.
The bad news is you got a new job, or the good news is you got a new job, and the bad news is you're moving from one of your business's locations to the one at my factory.
I mean, if that were the case, it'd be kind of okay. But
Heck. I hecked up. Oops.
Essentially, I have forgotten what I was going to say.
There you had good news and bad
I did.
news.
Oh,
The good news was
the
Smallwood
bad
is
news.
pregnant.
The bad news. I got on PC World of Tanks.
Okay.
I did not play anything other than a bot. Literally me and bots. That was it.
So World of Tanks is
It's
dead.
dead. I am playing its replacement.
War Thunder. So that you can get military secrets.
Yes, absolutely. I'm here for the military secrets. 100%.
War Thunder, come for the gameplay. Stay for the leaked military secrets.
Do have to admit, though, they did a good job with it.
Of course they did a good job. They have all the military secrets.
Honestly, I'd like for you to come join me.
No can do.
Aww.
Not only is my work schedule looking absolutely murderous, but on the 28th, which I won't even get to enjoy, Wilds comes out.
Well, we're doing the online thing at some point, aren't we?
Yeah, but I don't get to enjoy that.
Why don't you get to enjoy that?
Remember, straight overtime all the way to the 14th of March. And I'm not talking the overtime I'm doing now. I'm talking straight overtime, only Sundays off.
I don't think I'm okay with that.
I need the money,
I
man.
don't know.
Wait, what's the Curse of Vantage? No, where's my Fortunate Son? There's Fortunate Son. I'm swapping you out for Silk Touch.
Okay.
And days she has doctor's appointment. Yes, we will be working around her doctor's appointment. But since I'm adding a multiplayer game, it would be irresponsible of me to try to add another multiplayer game. However, let me say this about that. War Thunder, Monster Hunter Wilds. That'd be all of it.
That is at best co-op. If that's the case, then Minecraft is a multiplayer game.
Technically true. Also, news from Arkveld.
Arkveld?
The monster that you saw revealed, and you were like, does that thing have chain whips on its... And I was like, yeah, those are its weapons.
Oh, wait, that's the same monster?
Arkveld? Yeah, that is the flagship monster.
See,
that's going to be the big bad.
It's got a
so,
fucking
2 pieces of news for you. First of all, I watched some combat of Arkveld. It splits them from 1 on each wing to 2 on each wing. Just going to let that marinate with you.
Hold on, I'm in the middle of a tank fight. Oh,
you know what you could be doing? I think you know what you could be doing.
Oh, shit. I have exploded.
Not exploding. I know it looks bad. I know it looks bad, Wayfinders. Just bear with me. Bad. All right?
Vroom! I have my free will stop me that hard, but we'll go with it.
You know what you could be doing, right?
Saving a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico.
You could do that. Or you could not shill and play Minecraft.
Not shill? What, is playing this game shilling now?
No, shilling is
how's this
friggin' 1, 2, 3, 4.
Kaboom!
The thing that attracted me to War Thunder, more than anything else, oddly enough, was the little X-ray thing.
Well, I do appreciate the fact that once you get knocked out with one tank, you can come back with another tank. Come on. It's thank you.
No, I want you to combine. Please combine. Do the combining. Why aren't you combining?
Do the cha-cha.
I like a do da cha cha.
I watched it the other day.
Did you watch that too?
That's the same movie. Oh, this is bad. Will you die? Thank you. Jesus. Christ. This man, I shot him like 12 times.
Officer, I did kill him, but in my defense, I shot him like 12 times.
I shot him a bunch. He just...
And it took him a long time to die, so if you think about it, I killed a vampire. Alright, now I've got enough coal. We're cool, we're groovy, and I will be receiving cobblestone for breaking stuff. I could actually be making a grand mistake here, but we'll see.
Motherfucker.
And while I can't say that it's the best, just because I've never played it, I can say it's an absolute banger, just to return to what I was saying before.
No, what? War Thunder?
No. The DKC2 soundtrack.
Alright.
Why would I talk about War
I
Thunder?
don't know.
Who cares about War Thunder?
The Pentagon, because it's constantly leaking fucking...
What you don't know is War Thunder's actually funded by the government so they can get simulated results on various military engagements. Little did they know that insane, I was going to say 20-somethings, but we know that the age range that plays this game is absolutely monstrous.
Oh, it's huge. I guarantee there's little kids and old men.
And military veterans. I remember this tank when I drove it. It didn't handle anything like this.
They're actually fairly accurate. I will give them that.
Old fucking Vietnam War tank pilots go in the game and just rack up the kills because they know exactly what it can do.
Well, you've seen the guys who do World of Tanks tank battles, right? They have like a whole ass setup.
Nope.
You haven't seen that? Oh my god.
Of course I haven't seen that. I'm not attached to these games.
There is a bunch of guys. It's like 3 or 4 of them, and they have like essentially the inside of a tank set up in a fake tank.
Okay, now that we're back, we put that here. We put that. No, that was almost a really, really bad idea. 1 piece of coal you get.
Hardly exploded.
All right, now I need to go upstairs. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. I also told my daughter I really need to learn, need to find a way to play Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh my god.
Because I've never played that game before.
You never played Banjo-Kazooie?
I have never played Banjo-Kazooie in my life.
One
Not
may
one,
have
not
to
two,
tell
not
you.
nuts and bolts.
Now that she's heard this.
The song is still in my head!
In your head?
No, the music from DKC2. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-da-ba-da. Also, Hothead Bop was an absolute bop. But yes, cleaning up extraneous materials will be a bit of a drain. It's gonna suck. But the good news there is that despite the losses I'm gonna make, since I'm not getting it with Silk Touch, since my Fortunate Son pick, I should probably go back and light that, but then I'd have to go down. I'll get more pieces to grind down into the grinded up stuff. So it should balance out. At least a little bit. And same as last time, we can run 2 lines.
Dos lines.
After that, we have to take it back. I just don't have the shulker boxes to empty it out as I used to. Where's my wrench? Wrenchka.
El Rencho.
I will ask you not to speak in my native language. See, that's the thing I love about Copper. If you say the right thing in the right tone of voice, you get him to laugh every time. But that's it. You got it. You got to commit to it. If you just try to, if you're chuckling while you say that, it's not gonna do anything. But if you gotta commit.
Deadpan.
That's because
Deadpan and slapstick is.
It's fucking amazing.
There's a reason why it works so fucking well. There's a reason why the Brits do it.
Oh wait.
But the thing is like,
are you empty?
The Brits blended slapstick and deadpan together and made their own weird thing.
Oh, well, I could do this.
Well, yeah, we all kind of got our sense of humor from Monty Python.
She was watching your. I know she was watching my minor, and I know it is breaking the floor. Yes.
Oh,
Also, poker is gonna freaking bankrupt me, man. His prices are too freaking good.
What's his what? Ah! I exploded.
That will happen.
Well, especially when I'm fighting a dirt cannon.
It's not his fault you feel the need to fly everywhere. It's so fast.
See, that's why I think you should come play this game with me, because you could be my air support.
No. You're not going to convince me to do that. Also, because I'm kind of waiting on Wargaming's other game. Remember?
I will be playing that. And it's also possible that the only reason I was in bot lobbies is because the only people that are left playing that game are all fucking tier 10 motherfuckers. We're just running tier 10 waiting for me to join and not know what the meta is and just absolutely get fucking shit stomped.
Let me ask you this about that. How aware are you of the current situation of the characters in Wilds?
In Wilds?
Yes.
Not
4,
as
5,
probably not as well as you would like me to.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Give me a spoiler limit.
I mean, you know me. I don't really
Go nuts?
go nuts.
Okay. We're pretty sure we know exactly who Gemma is.
Gemma?
Gemma is your blacksmith, the hot chick,
okay.
the blonde
Gotcha,
one with
gotcha.
the abs that... Blah, 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 blah. We're pretty sure we know exactly who she is. In Monster Hunter 4, your blacksmith had a tiny child companion named Little Miss Forge.
Okay.
Her outfit is almost the same, and Little Miss Forge had a little stuffed animal that Gemma appears to have on her hip. Also, Patrick Seitz' character, who is the admiral that is wearing real thick armor, has the long gray hair, absolutely appeared in Monster Hunter 4. Here's the thing. They just revealed a few new monsters. First of all, there are going to be these flying centipede-looking monsters. In the ice region. Nursilla the spider is coming back.
Nursilla the spider?
There used to be a class of monsters. Temnocerons? I don't remember what the class was called. But the class was effectively bugs. And there was one main spider, and it was Nursilla. She's back. And one of the areas you fight her is like her home web, where she will dive below the web and then shove her pinchers out and then try to grab you with them.
Kind of weird.
Oh, here's the best part. They also confirmed Gore Magala is Gore Magala is coming back.
Gurr. Somehow.
Hey, Copper.
Gormagala.
Gore Magala was the flagship monster for Monster Hunter 4.
Oh, really?
It was the primary monster. It was the final boss of that game. So if we're having the Admiral, Little Miss Forge, all these characters from Monster Hunter 4 show up, and suddenly the boss from the last game shows up. Oh, I can't wait to see how they react. Also, for everybody that doesn't know, you can, I believe, actually, no, it's 7 o'clock, so it's already past the time. Next weekend, you will be able to fight Arkveld. That's right, the second Monster Hunter beta will be going on next weekend, and there will be a special Arkveld mission to do.
All right.
If you're interested in fighting Arkveld, go nuts.
Good. Have a blast.
I won't be doing that.
Why not?
I don't know why I feel the need to do this, but I am very much respecting the... Oh, what's the word? Posterity of the station of the flagship. I'm respecting Arkveld's position as the flagship. I will be fighting him blind. I will be dying a lot.
Well, yeah, that's how you should play it. Or at least
For
that's how
everything else-
I feel that you should.
Everything else, it's free game. It's free real estate.
It's free real estate.
I'm still begging them to do a mission with the origami monsters. I doubt they will. But I can hope. Let me hope.
Jeez, what are you doing?
It's not his fault you feel the need to... Oh, you already said that. To answer your question, Copper, it was... What did I buy?
Um,
Rockets! It is 2 stacks of rockets for 1 diamond and 3 stacks of torches for a diamond. He's going to bankrupt me with these rock bottom prices. Also, since I'm assuming my wife is now watching and listening, the idea I had for the shop is like an old mining sluicing tower. The tower part's going to be effectively empty and just for show, but either the sluicing tower or basically like an old mining town general shop. Dark wood, ratty looking ceiling.
Oh, is that going to be your
The metal shop.
Why
wouldn't it be mining related?
Well, I figured what we could do is put a little mini generator in the back. Just a little boiler, maybe like a 2x2, something tiny.
For the purpose of...
Just to power the like a little just a stamper, a couple different things inside of the shop. So if anybody does need to use something and they're trying to make something quickly, they can just stamp it out right there.
No freebies.
Well,
if you want to run a crafting service, that's a different thing.
that's an idea.
Separate from the metal, you can be like, I need these ingredients, and we will supply you with ingredients.
That's an idea. I could offer my boiler building service. That's actually an idea.
See? You don't give freebies in this capitalist paradise. Been living most my life, living in a capitalist paradise. I spend money cooking rice, living in a capitalist paradise.
At least we get rice. Communists might not be able to do that.
Fucking commies keeping their rice from everybody. I remember the rice wars.
Why would you do this, Quantum Maniac? I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. This was the one thing we didn't want to happen. See, this is why my wife asks me all the time why I haven't unboxed a Steam Deck that Poker got me. I would have a soundboard of me.
Wait, you have a Steam Deck?
Not a Steam. I'm sorry, not a Steam Deck. A what is it called?
Soundboard?
Steam Companion. It's a button layout
It's a
for starting your
soundboard.
It's not a soundboard. It's not specifically a soundboard. They're programmable buttons that you can
Macro
put like
key.
yeah, they're all macro keys. But I would turn it into a soundboard.
Oh, I don't want to die. Oh, I
How could you have done
die.
this?
Please
And
stop
yes, that's
shooting me.
absolutely one of the things. All right, let's.
Sir,
Oh right, I gotta put you
this
on
is
a ramp.
Wendy's.
You're full. You're full. Okay. I might actually... Holy crap, do I have to stop? I don't... Well, I should. I should. No, I should stop. I should stop. Let's be responsible adults here. Also, these flooded caves. I am not okay. I'm about to go fly out to the ocean, find an ocean monument, kill the guardians, just so I can get sponges. I am that petty. I was gonna say I'm so petty I trained the first JoJo, but I don't think people will.
Motherfucker, you will not.
Dinner?
kill me. I will not die to you.
What'd you make me? Why are you hiding it? Why are you hiding it?
Do you not trust me? Cheesy eggs!
I love cheesy eggs, but
You're gonna complain that your wife cooked for you.
I'm not gonna complain that my wife cooked to me. I'm gonna ask my wife, what am I eating for lunch tomorrow?
I'm going to repackage some of the ham, mashed potatoes, and fried asparagus like I did the other day that are left over from when I cooked them earlier this week. That's what you have for lunch tomorrow. Don't act like I didn't think about this.
I will act accordingly. Look, see, I've already had to replace a bunch of stuff.
A bunch.
Now he's bitching about the fact that I made him dinner again.
Snow's not on the chat.
Is she watching your stream?
I don't think so, actually.
Told her you were live.
Jonas just got the notification I was live. That's not good.
Jonas is on the way home though, isn't he?
I am not happy about this development. How did this happen? How is it you've done this? How are we doing on production? I might have to start emptying. BB, I need you to make this frickin' chop. She really doesn't understand, man. I don't have space. Hi, Poker. I hate your prices. They're so reasonable. Also, Jonas, I went back through with my Titan with much the same results. I still hate it. I'm still upset about some of the things they've done. I don't think Husks should be a primary enemy type. Let's see. What else did I complain about this time? Oh yeah, having the last fight be against one of those like taken eyeball things like at the end of Spire of the Watcher. Not Spire of the Watcher. Whatever the one that we always take Whisper of the Worm into. I just... Man... I don't understand why they would do that. Put that as a boss. And then, on top of everything, give it, like, put a bunch of areas on the ground that cause damage. Now, I did it, but I had exactly 0 revive tokens left at the end. Out of 18. For the whole dungeon! Although I will say, I ran into the perfect set of perks. Like, I got one that, even without arc, sprinting will make me amplified and make my melee stronger. And then I got one that is sprinting will charge up like a bolt power that I can use to just wreck house. It was a real good power-up set. And it reminds me why I hate playing Hades. And for those wondering, no, I do not want to be crucified.
Yeah, I feel like that would be bad.
I don't hate, like, actually hate Hades. But the reason I dislike playing Hades is because you really have to hope for the God run. Like, you got to get all the best perks. If none of them work with your playstyle, you're up shit creek without a poo-poo paddle. And that tain't no fun. Get good. Look, there's a point where get good doesn't cut it anymore. Alright? There is a point where just saying get good isn't good enough. At some point you gotta say, okay, this might not be well designed. There's Dark Souls, then there's Ninja Gaiden 2. Okay? There's dogs that have decent attack, but long cooldown before they can turn around and hit you again for their big charges. And then there's dogs that can throw shuriken that also explode. I 100% believe there is a point where it can go too far. And I feel like Bungie is dancing on that point.
Bungie's been dancing on it for too damn long.
Dude, this new game mode is so stupidly hard. Also, I read the description, Jonas. It is not no healing. It specifically says no automatic health regeneration. So, my Red Death pulse rifle should have worked, and it doesn't. So, to circle back around to my current point, there's get good, and then there's we lied to you. Well, this blind admiration is just killing me.
Oh, I got over Bungie's shit ever since fucking 343.
But Destiny 2 is fun to play. That's what hurts.
Okay.
It would be fine if Destiny 2
League of Legends
sucked.
is fun to play. Doesn't make it any less toxic.
Well, agree to disagree.
Okay, Smite's more fun to play. Doesn't make it any less toxic.
Agree to disagree. I legitimately can't say Smite's fun to play, because Smite doesn't exist anymore. Smite 2 exists, but I've never played that. Warlock Rift doesn't heal. As far as I know, there was just no healing. Heard the Unrelenting perk was working, though. So it's inconsistent. Which you and I spent the entirety of a game complaining about. Jonas, don't defend them, please! They don't deserve you! You're better than them! But yeah, no, the first level of the dungeon was, of course he's better than them. He got good and is magic. Poker? Don't help him. He's already digging a hole for himself. I would never have expected Jonas to go all in for Bungie. And honestly, I don't know how to feel now that he has. This is me defending them? I'm just stating what I observed and what I heard. Yes! Because I point out, it's not just that I point out, hey, husks are bad. It's one thing if I stop there, which I think I might have. So, let me back up and give my actual reasons. Husks have tracking ammo, which is bad enough as it is, but now that you can't just find a hiding spot and heal, it's even worse. Add to that the fact that unless you get a critical shot on them, they will send out their little explosive devices, which isn't bad when you're a long way away. Yeah, I hated tracking ammo when it was in the Bungie game already. I hate it more now that it's in a game mode where I can't just hide out and heal. But when they're far away, getting those precision kills, that's nothing. That's easy. Easy street. Nessun problema. However, when you're trying to complete an objective and all the husks are up in your face, so obviously you're going to whip out your close range weapon and you're going to kill them. And I'm aiming for their chesticle region with my shoddy too hottie. Because I'm like, hey, I want to get that precision kill so I don't have to deal with this nonsensical bull puckery. And they still send out their little explosive seeker that comes and finds me and explodes right in my facial region before I get a chance to react. And hey, guess what? Now I've taken damage. That's a little on the south side of bullshit. Again, in a game mode where you can't heal. So you see, Your Honor, while not attempting to shut down Bungie by saying their game sucks, which I may say in hyperbole, I present to the court evidence that this season was ungracefully released. And potentially further evidence for Bungie's pandering to a more hardcore crowd that does not represent the majority of their current player base. If it so please the court, automatic matchmaking for this game mode would be very appreciated. The persecution rests. How about it, Copper? Feel like jumping in defense for Bungie?
Say what am I defending?
Bungie and their release of Heresy?
I mean, I can't really defend Bungie. There's no defense of Bungie, to be honest.
Note to self, never ask Copper to defend somebody.
Well, Bungie, when they first came out with a interesting, fun idea for a game.
Consider my eyebrow raised.
I mean, it was revolutionary in the shooting world.
This is absolutely a copper mine.
What?
I'm getting more copper than I'm getting of anything else. Ah! Oh! Ah! The burning!
Burning. The boining.
Sigh, let me finish pooping and I will present a case for the heresy activity. It's not that I want to force Jonas into a position where he has to defend something he doesn't like. It's just, I want to hear some defenses of what I view as a very indefensible release. I don't think it was half-baked. I don't think it was. I mean, okay, there's a part of me that's screaming that it was half-baked. But I don't really think it was half-baked. So I'm not going to say that, because that would not be honest. Just note that I really, really want to scream to high heaven that it was half-baked. But I digress. I feel that Bungie's releases have gotten ungraceful. And at this point in time, they cannot afford, and that part of you is all of you. No! Because if I really hated Heresy to the degree that I'm memeing about, I would not have gone back to play more of it. Let's be 100% honest here. If I didn't think it was worth going back to play, I wouldn't go back to play. I would grind out only the levels I needed for the season, and then I would quit with a smile on my face. But I didn't. I went back to Heresy, I went back to the Nether, and I did it again.
Oops.
I have presented what I feel would be a great fix. Put automatic matchmaking on, because when I went in, it was a default private lobby. I did not like that. I did not like that at all. Also, how are we going to convince Copper to come to Minecraft?
I doubt you will tonight. I am the tanking.
Because Copper hates me. That's what it is.
Yeah, totally. 100%.
Well, that's alright. Tonight is just the weekend grind. Monday, I will be returning to train design. I've got a few ideas to finish that up. Jeebus! Enough copper! Heck me!
I mean, you could put it all in. You could, if you don't mind, could you put that in one of my boxes?
No! You're just gonna turn around and sell it!
Not necessarily. I'm actually got a lot of piping to do.
Do you have any idea how much copper I have?
Probably not a small amount.
Just coming back from my 2-strip mine, I have a full shulker box of copper nuggets, which I will then turn into ingots and then again into blocks.
How many ingots do you get off a stack of nuggets?
Single stack of nuggets? Yeah. 7 ingots.
That's not too bad.
I don't think it's that bad. If what happens at work is what I'm dreaming will happen, this upcoming overtime week might not be that bad. Because I think my machine is re-entering service.
Oh my.
I know, that's what I thought when I found out.
King shit.
Oh, also, I said a few falsehoods when last I spoke of Onimusha.
Oh yeah?
I need to correct myself. The guy that provided the face for the character in Onimusha 2 did not do any mocap before he died. I had misremembered the thing I had been listening to.
Okay.
He had been dead for quite some time.
Would they use pictures?
And it was his estate. His estate agreed to allow his likeness in Onimusha 2. Because Onimusha has always been Capcom's love letter to Japan. And that's why. So now, even later, he will be. Brain! Thanks, Brain, for that short circuit right there. I'm assuming his family's estate will have had something to say about his likeness being brought back for the remake. So if indeed everybody agreed and the world is wonderful and grand,
Dude.
Good evening.
greetings.
Now,
I am sorry that we could not either Destiny or Warframe tonight.
I mean, you can always hop over after you finish some stuff in Minecraft.
I cannot. Not this late. I would only have an hour to do anything, and an hour is basically what it would take for stuff to load.
So, Heresy. I will not be talking about the entire release. I will only be talking about the main activity that released with it.
That is the Nether. Specifically Nether Exploration, seeing as I've never done Nether Arena.
I hate these headphones sometimes. Anyway, from my observations, and from what I know about roguelike games, a very common theme with them is that you start with an amount of health, and healing is few and far between. Hold on, it's fine. Okay, yeah, that's still working. Healing is few and far between. It's part of the gameplay process because a roguelike is intended to kill you for a good majority of your first runs, because that's what's supposed to keep drawing you back. you are learning how to do the activities. You are learning how to fight certain enemies. You are learning where certain secrets are, where certain buffs are, what certain combinations of buffs work better than others for your playstyle. So as a roguelike activity, I'm actually not very mad at the heresy activity at all. We do get 18 revive tokens to start, and if you are careful and observant, and you see all the pots scattered around the activity that seem to have a decent respawn time, they can have extra revive tokens in them. Or, hell, they might
Wait
have
a minute.
buffs in them.
Pause.
Yes.
Because this may have legitimately destroyed my entire argument. The pots come back?
I would need further testing, but I was fairly certain I had broken some pots in an area that I was working through, finished the final encounter, and then went, I broke that pot already, didn't I?
If that is the case, then health specifically is in fact technically infinite.
Now again, I don't know if they're on a time reset or if they're on a, okay, you have finished 2 activities or claimed this many buffs reset. And again, more timing is needed because I have only spent 3 runs in the activity. 1 to completion and the other 2 I got kicked out by server codes and shit, which is why I'm not commenting on anything besides the activity itself. Because I don't know what server things may have happened. I don't know if it was my internet that messed up. I'm not commenting on that. I'm not commenting on the state of launch for the missing dialogue because I don't know the full details of the voice acting strike that's going on or was going on at the time. I don't know if it's done yet or not. I don't know. To continue. I don't know if you have discovered yet that if you are lucky, I don't know what the drop chance is, but you can get mods from the pots or the buffs or whatever the rewards are to slot into Ghost to increase the chance of certain buffs appearing to fit the playstyle you want. The first one I got, I feel I was pretty lucky. It was a tank-centered one that was focused on either taking less damage or the possibility of more healing appearing. And there was, I mean, the run I did manage to finish, I had about 5 out of 8 of the healing orbs appear in greater numbers or greater chances. And those fuckers were everywhere after, you know, I killed a spawn of things. So at that point, I felt pretty good on healing. Coupled with class ability gives a burst of healing and increased class ability regen. And that's also why I'm not very mad about enemy placement, because some of the activities do put you directly in a kill zone. And you really have to know how to survive in a kill zone for an amount of time. Other activities, I've managed to skirt the outsides of it and do the entire objective without anything firing a shot at me. You're just encouraged to know which activities require what to do, and if you go after a secret activity, which is repeatable per run, some of them are very easy, low risk, some of them are very high risk, but don't take very long to finish. It's just the major activities that you have to do 3 times to summon the boss that you kind of have to hope you get lucky on. But even then, there doesn't seem to be a range where things just stop doing things. So if you trigger an activity and you can zoom to the other side of wherever you are in the Dreadnought map at that time and either snipe, scout rifle, or plink them however you want, especially when it comes to some subjugator bosses, viable. So, as an activity that is trying to emulate roguelike playstyles, I think Bungie is actually doing a decent job. The only big problem I see is that, because it's Destiny and Bungie, a good portion of what is supposed to make a roguelike easier over time is locked behind the episode structure. I don't know how many mods are currently available to drop to make certain things better. I don't know. Well, really a lot of things that they may have planned, but my point is there are certain things that might launch at episode 2 of Heresy that this whole time in episode 1 would have just made certain enemies or certain of the extra secret activities just so much easier to pull off. Who knows? Time will tell.
What is the enemy type that can suppress you? Is that a tormentor or a subjugator?
The Tormentor can suppress you. The Flying Dredge can do their screaming tinnitus thing, and that will also negate your ability use for a time.
What are your thoughts on using a tormentor in this game mode?
I absolutely dislike fighting that Tormentor boss in the dome, where he can get 2 dredge that make him immune on top of everything else that makes him a terrible boss. I will not defend that in any way. I do believe there is match made after you do a full run, or after you attempt one run, maybe.
So you have to do one full run alone before the game will allow you to matchmake.
Ah. But even then, I don't know.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, I saw that I had the ability to launch a node that said matchmaking, but I still kind of didn't want to because who knows if I'd get in a lobby with someone who just jumps off the edge constantly and just wastes all the revive tokens. But I would imagine even with just 2 people, the whole activity is so much easier if the 2 people are working together and not griefing each other.
I agree, with an exception. I would be curious to see if the new support auto rifle can heal, and if
The
Lumina
strand one? Yes,
can
it can.
heal.
Oh, you mean through the heal block?
Yes.
Good question.
I would be curious to see if those still heal in an attempt to entice players to use it more. Oh, right. I still have a full shulker box of copper nuggets.
I mean, hell, it's almost been a week. I'm sure the internet's figured this out yet.
I did go on
What
to the
does and
builds
does not heal
website.
you in Nether. What does work? Weapons, Crimson, Surus Regime, Ruinous Effigy while using the Draining ability, Rat King with the Catalyst, Touch of Malice, any legendary with the Unrelenting perk, any exotic with Turnabout, the Knockout aspect on Titans, Arc Titans or Prismatic Titans, the Titan Mark 44 Stand-asides, the Titan One-Eyed Mask, an Insurmountable Skull Fort, and no backup plans. Those are actually all Titan exotics. The Dawning Origin trait on whatever weapons those were. What does not work, or is significantly weaker? Red Death. Lumina is under debate. Some say it works, some don't. Buried Bloodline. Fighting Line with Controlled Demo doesn't work. Deterministic Chaos with Controlled Demo doesn't work. Excalibur's Overshield doesn't seem to proc. Weapons with Heal Clip do not. Support Frame Autos do not. Combination Blow,
So the-
Heat Rises, Touch of Flame with Healing Nades, Soul Invictus, Unbreakable, Bastion, Shield Throw or Bash, and Banner of War do not heal. Echo of Leeching, Facet of Blessing, Facet of Purpose, Ember of Resolve do not heal.
Ooh, I hate that so much.
Some other exotics that just do not heal right now, even though they usually do or should. Crest of Alpha Lupi, Phoenix Cradle, Lorelei Splendor, Icefall Mantle. Although the Icefall Mantle will still do the damage reduction portion of its function, it will not heal. Strongholds, Speaker's Sight, Mask of the Quiet One, Seekend Filaments, Liar's Handshake, Karnstein Armlets, Wormhusk Crown, and the Moth Keepers will not grant the Overshield.
I maintain that the overwhelming majority of my hatred could be assuaged by loosening up their insane grip on the healing. I might be out of places to put my andesite. Well, not yet, but I'm getting close. Jonas, I might need to borrow your iron farm.
Okay.
There would be obviously a return of interest with a percentage of your choosing,
Okay.
because the stupid amount of andesite alloy I would be making. Okay, just for a point of order, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 full shulker boxes of nothing but andesite, a full double chest of nothing but andesite, and now, let's see, almost 6 stacks and almost 7 full stacks of andesite. I need to do something with. I need iron nuggets to get this shit grinding. But it's gonna make a butt ton of alloy. And I have just about 40 minutes. I might do that. That might literally be what I do for the rest of the night. Just grind out this alloy making machine. So, if I take 2 shulkers and fill them with iron, if I take 1 shulker and fill it with iron ingots, I don't want to go too crazy now. What would you like in return for the andesite alloy I would be making?
I mean, that's a good question. I'm not really good at knowing what I need right now. Just saying.
So, you would prefer to come back to me on that?
Possibly.
I am fine with that. And yes, Jonas, if I need to do the nether, I would love to do it with you. Because you know how to handle these enemies that I have been heal spamming my way through. Things like Red Death have legitimately handed me the win. One of the reasons I love the that one exotic mission is because I had Red Death to support me through it. Do I need more flint? Gasp? Nani? Fuck it, I'll throw a whole thing of flint in. Also, realistically, I should be the richest person on this server in regards to emeralds.
Why?
Because there's a villager that takes flint. And I can't get rid of it fast enough.
Well, that's a good thing.
Trust me, having too much of a profitable item is definitely a great problem to have.
Yeah, just ask the oil companies.
So may I ask if my reasonings on the nether shifted any perspective for you?
Yes, no. I
Maybe
cannot
so.
say that that I will enjoy it any more than I already do.
I'm not asking you to enjoy it. That wasn't even the point of the argument.
But if I look at it as a roguelike, which are some things that I don't even really like over much, I'll play Rogue Legacy, and I did play Hades, and it's fun to play. The gameplay is fun. However, there is such an easily tangible sense of progression in both of them. It is very obviously clear because there isn't much else in the game except the progression that I know where I'm getting stronger. Like the resources I'm gathering. But Destiny 2 does not have that. I believe it is the metatastasizing, the weird glowy things.
Metastasized reagents or whatever, yeah.
Those are your level up resources.
Are they? I thought the sigil stones were the permanent upgrade things.
I see. We don't even know what it is.
Again, I've only done 3 runs and 2 I got kicked out of. I know
The point stands that it's missing one of the core. It's not missing. One of the core parts of a roguelike, in my mind, is at a point that it is difficult to see, which seems a problem for something that greatly wants to be a roguelike. It enforces the idea in my head that this episode, this activity at the very least, is ungraceful. They're chasing something that Bungie does not need to be chasing right now. Sorry, Bungie devs, this ain't it.
I mean,
I know I said I didn't want to call this episode half-baked, but I feel like if they had let this one cook just a little bit longer, the release would have been better. And if it came down to the missing voice lines were a result of the voice actor strike, make a statement. Say due to the voice actor strike. Look, you're a company, all right? And the fact that you haven't made a deal to get them in already shows me where you stand on this issue. Why would you not make a post saying, this is why we're missing voice lines, and figuratively throw the voice actors under the bus? I know it sounds horrible to say, but, I mean, there it is.
Darshiri. Oh, does anybody care about the Super Bowl?
No.
but I assume it's over then?
No, it's not over. It's at halftime.
Even Angel got in chat to say no. This thing is just chugging away. I need to look up. I remember seeing that there's a way to turn diorite into andesite. I need to look up what that process looks like. Because I have so much bird poop right now. Where is my diorite?
I wonder if you put,
Oh,
try putting diorite in a press.
sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen? It works, and I've lost space in my inventory. Well, look at that. It didn't work. I don't know why you all hate diorite so much. I think it could be pretty to make fake marble and such. BB, you are welcome to every ounce of diorite I have. All of it. Alright, I need to make 2, 4, 6. 6 times 8 is 48. 48 divided by 4 is 12. Now to see if I did my math right. Shoom! Now, did you see that? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah? No, you're not supposed to do that.
So if Copper is not
You
on
weren't
mic,
supposed to
then
do
what is
that.
Copper doing?
Copper is playing new tanks.
New tanks?
War Thunder.
Pretty sure that's old tanks.
Which is to say, he's not playing World of Tanks.
I mean, Warframe's right there.
Warframe is right there. He's right. He is right, Copper.
I know. I'm having fun tanking though.
But Warframe. Don't you want to play Warframe? Don't you like Warframe? Don't you like us?
I do. I just don't have any batteries for my controller right now.
Copper. We are practically tripping over double A's. You are welcome to them.
I mean, do you have a teleportation device?
It's called a car.
Do you have a USB-C to HG to, USB?
Jonas is also right. You have a computer. And probably phone charging cables.
I have like a little 8-inch one.
8 inches is all you need, baby. Eight inches is all you need. This is so annoying. I take steps to get rid
Big steppies.
of all my diorite, and I almost fill a double chest of diorite. Meh. What the hell was that?
What?
The giant whoop in the background?
Oh, that's my neighbor.
You didn't hear that?
Huckatavy.
I'm good.
Please tell us more.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't say.
Get right on it.
All right. I do believe I have more. No, that shulker can stay. I just needed one shulker to go fill with iron Ignots. Realistically, I could just trade you a shulker full of andesite alloy Ignots, and I'd still be making out like a bandit. I might do that, just because it's a nice, easy 1-2 trade. Copper's
I
dying.
am.
Can I trade you Copper's body?
That's only in lethal
What use
combat.
do I have for that?
All those experiments.
Told you not to bring these up.
The ones you wanted my body for?
Deny, deny, deny.
Did you tell her not to say that? My frickin' daughter, I swear. Well, the good news is I'm going to hit Jonas's place first. Up. Nope, that's a bunch of stuff. I don't need a bunch of stuff. Look at all this iron he's just leaving on the table. Look at that. All that iron.
I have a feeling we're in the category of, you know something I don't know.
What, the red... Wait, you don't know? I'll happily share. Crimsite can be used with grinding wheels to be broken down into... Oh, what is the other thing? Something else and iron. Which can then be washed and processed into iron nuggets, which can then be obviously crafted into... Yes?
You bitch. You bitch.
Go on.
I think he was just clearing his throat to clear his throat.
I know he was just clearing his throat, but I like being a dick. So go ahead, Copper. What did you have to say?
I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a tug of war with my teammate. Oh, shit!
Jonas, is your iron farm here or is it back at the main base?
It's at my location, although it's a bit off and to the side.
Wait, is it that secret place?
What secret place?
No, that's your cobblestone storage.
I mean, it's near my cobblestone storage. Somewhat.
Well, I see somebody dying horribly here, so I'm assuming this is it. Eek. I should be able to get a shulker box, but I'll be draining the whole thing. Have you ever seen something that just filled you with fear? I need to go back to the main home base. Like now. Do these villagers even know they live on a lie?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. I have found
How
many
many
of the
have
villagers
died?
inside my mountain, especially before I finished it. I don't know what the hell their problem was, but there was at one point, I think I counted 16 of them in the same 2 square hole in the ground that I hadn't gotten around to opening up yet. It was at that point I decided I don't give a shit about their health and safety in any form or fashion because they don't give a shit about their own health and safety.
Give a shit about
They
their
have the
health and
entire
safety.
village on top of the mountain to mundle about in, and they decide to go
Mundle.
inside my mountain, and all of them found the same goddamn hole to get stuck in.
They decided to mundle.
That's a word that I just made up.
Okay. I did just pause so I could go to Google and look up the definition of mundle. I'm guessing that's M-U-N-D-L-E?
That's how it is in my head, yeah.
So now that I'm going to be taking that word and like bringing it to the rest of the world.
Was it mingle and bundle?
Whatever you want it to be, baby. It's mundling.
Hey, baby, you want to mundle tonight?
Nah, I can't use it that way.
We're making a word now. Jonas has made a word. It's happening. It's a combination of mingle and bundle.
Is it a bundle of mingling?
It's a bunch of people who have mingled so hard that they've become a bundle.
Jonas, I'm just going to give you a half stack of diamonds.
I think it's more a mixture of
How many
mingle and muddle.
How many diamonds for a mungle?
You can't just buy people to mundle with you.
And again, I don't think that works that way, verbiagely.
Jonas, is 32 diamonds enough for a shulker box of iron ingots?
That's perfectly fine.
I realized I had a great amount of diamonds because Snow is practically giving them away at this point. I'm going to go see if she has any to give away because I know she... Oh, wow, she's got one. I'm sure she doesn't care only because her mining has been hyper efficient.
I'm almost scared to see her mine.
I've seen it. I've died in it. You know how I got this plan, like I have this semi-cordoned off area that I'll be working in, but I'm just digging it down and down and down?
Kinda, yeah.
She picked a direction and she fucking went. So I paid half a stack of diamonds.
Honestly, it sounds like something I
Yet
would do.
again, I forgot my toolbox. That's the entire reason I came here. Oh yeah, I did that too, Jonas, where I would jump too high, fall, and take damage. I would open my mouth and desire to complain, and then I'm like, no, I knew about the health restrictions. I did it myself. I have to own this.
I honestly have no memory of ever falling from somewhere and taking damage in that activity.
That's because you're smart.
Sure, I'll take that.
I know I don't have to, but walking, it takes so long. Meh! Why can't I just teleport to the place I want to be? God, I'm so low-key not actually upset, but slightly a little bit upset that we weren't able to do the grind that I wanted to do tonight.
I'm sorry.
I'm really happy you got to go see Snow. I hope she's
And
doing
Citrine, it was his birthday.
well. Yeah, Citrine, but I always want to see Citrine. Seeing Citrine is just a feast for the eyes. There it is again. I'm guessing it's the Super Bowl.
I have no idea. He's doing something about it.
I'm guessing he has reached a state of intoxication.
Well, this is the guy that I talked to you about earlier. He's a little
Oh?
off.
So he may just whoop.
I think he might heal.
Does he just whoop at random times?
No,
Is he a whooper?
He has like medical issues and shit all the time. How are you?
Copper, you can't do that to me. Not after what I just
Thank
said.
you, died. It's been way too long for you to not die.
Yeah, Copper, we gotta sell some andesite.
Yeah.
Because it's reached a point where I now have to build a crafting bench over here so I can take all these andesite alloys and turn them into blocks. Actually, I could just relocate the one that's over here. But it needs to happen because I have too much andesite. What am I gonna do with all this andesite? God, I hate that picture. Yes, I'm breaking this block with my hand. I don't want a cobblestone from it.
How is it still fucking halftime?
Because Taylor Swift and Kendrick
People
Lamar
got
are
shit to
performing.
sell.
Oh wait. Taylor Swifty is fucking.
Yes, and Kendrick Lamar.
I didn't know this.
I will start building your shop as soon as you tell me what you want. Ah! For the third time! An old mining town general store. Heck me! Oh.
Cool.
I'm so looking forward to tomorrow when I'm allowed to work on my train.
I mean, well, you're allowed to do that now.
No, I'm not. This is grind. This is grind time. We're doing boring stuff that does not play well on stream. Tomorrow, I'll be working on the train because I need to make a lot of sturdy sheets so I can make the train plates, because these plates look horrible. They look like manholes, let's be honest. I want to see if I can put a smokestack in there. And then well, I've already got a train door, which is nice. But I think I know what I want to do with the top of it. Then I've got to drive it through a portal and make sure it fits, because my wife
Vita?
was kind enough to point out that may be a problem.
How's that a problem?
If it doesn't fit through the portals we have built, we have to expand all of the portals so that any train can fit through any portal. I don't think I could have made this any faster. But darn. And my poor little soul will not allow me to craft it in the normal way. For you see, if I do that, I would be making legitimately half as much andesite alloy. Unacceptable. So now we've got to price out a block of andesite alloy. Angel's going to build a tree farm similar to Poker's and combine it with the andesite alloy to start selling andesite casings. Sent you 3 images via Facebook Messenger of old-timey general stores. Tell me which you were thinking you like more. Hey, that rhymed. One day, Copper is going to discover grinding wheels, and his life is going to change forever.
Oh, well, I'll eventually get it done, get that going. I'm just right now. I'm trying to get my base set up the way I want it.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
I'm just saying. Waka waka!
Waka waka.
Blocks of andesite alloy, bing, look more like iron than iron does. All right, we have filled up a double chest with the andesite alloy. The requirements have been met. We now take the andesite alloy and we make an andesite block. Hiya. You don't use a chest, a work chest on that. It's a real darn shame that the Autocrafter's not available in this version of Minecraft. Also, damn you Mojang for creating an Autocrafter. How dare. You just made all the mod makers' lives that much harder. Copper, this is a little bit on the south side of ridiculous.
Okay, but what's on the north side?
The north side of ridiculous? That's severely less ridiculous. The south side is where things get real ridiculous.
Glad
Yeah,
you have
north
a
side's
phone
rich people.
call.
You might even call the north side reputable.
Would I though?
Bona fide.
Bona fide. Copper. We have 9 full stacks of andesite alloy blocks.
Jesus Christ.
This machine is monstrous. I love it.
I'm almost.
Wait, are you empty already? Ah, no, 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 no. Oh!
What did you do?
You almost became a
I
victim to his own
almost
machine.
got processed.
You almost got turned into a paperclip.
That'd have been funny.
If he only knew what you just said. But I don't know Copper's...
I believe we've gone over it before.
Yeah, I just don't know of his awareness. Also, I have kind of sort of solved Roko's Basilisk.
Is that something that should accompany a press conference or what? Huh?
No. It's not that big of a deal because Roko's Basilisk is the thought experiment that could never happen. But it also could happen. Look.
All right.
I'm going to say this. So everybody that does not want to suffer horrible pain, stop listening for about, I figured it'll take me 2 minutes to explain properly. Everybody that's confident in their ability to survive, hold on to your butts. So, first let me ask both of you. Am I good to say this, or would you rather I didn't?
Sure.
I mean,
I got a sure from Jonas.
you know, I'm pretty much an unbothered person.
I need you to enter this well
I
informed.
am going in
Find
one.
The
that
thought
virtual
experiment-
waiver.
The thought experiment of Roko's Basilisk revolves around a machine created by humanity to make people's lives better. That is its only purpose, and it does it well. However, such a machine without restrictions would decide that not creating it would make people's lives worse. And because of that, any people that did not push for its creation existed in opposition to it. So it would torture them endlessly for their lack of attempts to create it. And by lack of attempts, I mean not putting legitimately every effort towards creating it. So, by us playing video games right now, instead of attempting to make Roko's Basilisk, we would end up being tortured because we stood in the way of its creation. If such a thing exists, by being aware of it, you are now culpable for creating it. You should have been creating it now that you are aware of it. By not knowing, you have plausible deniability, and so should not be a target of Roko's Basilisk. However, Roko's Basilisk has a interesting solution, in my opinion. And that solution is, it is not in the Basilisk's best interest to not be built. Therefore, threats of harm, which could give people pause from building it are not advised. It is in Roko's Basilisk's best interest, then, to not harm the people that did not try to make it exist. I have steam coming out my ears from my attempt to phrase that properly. Ouch. Oh,
And Roko's
if
basilisk
my nose is
time
bleeding, I
travel?
wouldn't be surprised. What?
Can Roko's basilisk time travel?
It cannot time
I
travel.
don't see the problem here.
The thought of, I would have to look it up. My brain is absolutely fried just from my attempt to, again, to phrase that statement properly.
I'd also say this thought experiment is based on some fairly weak and/or kind of grasping assumptions to behavior, but I mean that's what a thought experiment is.
The reason I put such emphasis on making sure you are aware is because as a thought experiment, well, as an event, it has a very low chance of ever happening. Yes. However, that chance is not 0. And since the chance is not 0, by letting you know, I could be putting you in danger. I wanted to let you, make you aware before I did something I would horribly regret.
I appreciate that, but I view this as having the same chance of actually happening as hell being actually real. I'm not really worried about it.
Pascal's wager?
Yeah. Coupled with the whole, I mean, I like to think I've lived a good life and try to spread goodness anyway without being religious, so, I'll have the moral high ground while I'm getting the skin melted off me.
Just the idea of Satan doing his worst. And you're just like, but I was a good person, so that's egg on your face, Satan!
At least I'm not a hypocrite. Ow!
Alright, Wayfinders. It is actually past time for me to go. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this episode of The Weekend Grind wasn't too horrible. Please like, comment, subscribe if you like what you've seen, have something to say, or want to see more of our stuff. To see most up-to-date stuff, please follow us on Twitch. We also have Twitter, which we update sometimes, but not always. And again, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you at the next waypoint, and please have a goot night.
Good night.
You and me tomorrow.